I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I am not. If everybody's healthy, I am not worried about Nick Bosa as much. At least pass in the passing game. Run game, you still got to worry about Nick Bosa because he's a great run defender. But as far as passing goes, I'd like I like Tyron Smith to turn steel against Nick Bosa.
Okay. All right. This is gonna go up.
I don't care.
It's gonna be on the internet. All right.
I trust Tyler Smith against Hargrave and freaking Eric Armstead. I don't expect them to get their game off on the interior. It's the edges that's really going to matter.
So you believe in Dak Prescott?
Yeah,
You believe Dak Prescott's gonna make enough plays to win your team the game?
yeah.
All right. Let's go to week 5 predictions. We already talked about Thursday night game. So let's go to the first game on the docket, and that is the Jaguars versus the Bills. This is an interesting game because obviously the Jaguars, they're a pretty solid team, and the Bills, they're Super Bowl contenders, and they're playing in London, I believe it is. And this is one of those weird type of games because the Jaguars, they've been in London for the past 2 weeks, but the Bills are the better team. So it's like, I'm gonna go with the Bills. I'm gonna go with the Bills though, because I just think they're the better team. They did lose Trey White, Von Miller. I don't know if he'll come back. I know he started to ramp back participating in practice, but I don't know if he'll play this game. But I'm gonna go with the Bills. I just think they're too talented, and the Jaguars, there's still question marks. Their defense still has been hooping though. Is the corner, is his name is it Tyson Campbell? Is that the corner's name?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been hooping. Their defense, Josh Allen, Tyson Campbell, like those two guys right there, they've been hooping. Now Trayvon Walker, I'm still where you at, man? Where are you? But Josh Allen, Tyson Campbell, them two brothers there, they've been hooping. But I'm gonna go with the Bills. They're just a better team.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bills too, especially after that dominating performance against the Dolphins, who was arguably the number one offense in the NFL. They pretty much negated and nullified their whole scheme. And the Jaguars' offense has been struggling quite a bit, and receivers are underperforming. Calvin Ridley.
Wait. But before you continue, I watched all 22. And I watched. See, there's this narrative that Calvin Ridley isn't good anymore. I watched the all 22, and that Falcons game. I know you laughing. That Falcons game, that was scheme. That was Trevor Lawrence. Number one. He was just. I'm not gonna say he played bad, but he was not even looking towards Calvin Ridley. Like he was just taking, whoever's open first, I'll take that route. Like he was just that's just what he was doing. Like, Evan Ingram, he's open right there. Christian Kirk, he's open right there. All right, I'll take him. And he doesn't wait for the play to regress anymore because there was moments where Calvin Ridley was getting open for more yards, but he was like, I'll just take the easier route, the route that was already open. And so that was part of the reason why Calvin Ridley only had, I think it was 3 catches that game. And I will say that AJ Terrell, he did get his a little bit, not a lot, a little bit. He had certain moments. That's for a lot of corners. They'll have some moments, but overall, a lot of it was scheme and the fact that Trevor Lawrence was pretty much settling for a lot of the game. And so Calvin Ridley's not washed. Those week 2 and week 3, I will admit that was bad tape, but against the Falcons, that was Calvin Ridley. He played okay. All right, that was scheme.
Hey, I'm just saying, scheme or not, he's not performing up to his preseason
hype
projections and all and expectations and whatnot. But yeah, so I'm gonna go with the Bills. They seem to get the groove. They're clicking on offense, and the defense is stepping up. Even though they lost Trey White for the season, which is terrible. That he has terrible injury luck. But yeah, I'm gonna still go with the Bills. They're the better team.
All right. Well,
and my Trevor Lawrence take that people got on me for when I said, when did he become a dude all of a sudden? It's starting to look better and better each week. I'm just saying. Stop crowning these dudes.
You're absolutely right, because I'm still waiting for that signature game as well. And he hasn't shown it yet. I've seen it from Justin Herbert. I've seen it from Josh Allen. I've seen it from I've seen it from Tua. I've seen it from a bunch of QBs. Shoot, Justin Fields. Like, when is Trevor Lawrence gonna have a Justin Fields type of game? Like, I'm waiting. A 4 TD game, a 3 touchdown game. Like, I'm waiting for that, man. Where's it at? He'll give you 2 touchdowns here. He'll give you 1 touchdown here. Like, man, where are the 3 touchdowns, the 300 yards passing, the 65%, 70% completion percentage game, man? I'm waiting, but he hasn't had it yet. All right, so let's go to a Titans and Colts. Where am I going to go with this game? I'll go.
Well, while you think I'll start.
Yeah.
This is a divisional game.
Mm-hmm.
The Titans are one of those teams where you get one good performance like every 3 to 4 games. And last week they played out of their mind. They played the Bengals, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, they played the Bengals. Honestly, I like the Colts here. I like the Colts. I'm gonna be honest. I like the Colts.
Why? Because Anthony Richardson gonna be there and Jonathan Taylor.
Yes, but also I think the Titans' offense is just too up and down to really like. Derrick Henry could have Derrick Henry's going to have a monster game, honestly, because the passing attack is underwhelming. They got D Hop out there as wide receiver 1. It's just bad. I think the Colts they have good coaching. You know, they're still young again. Anthony Richardson is getting better by the weeks go on, and yeah, I just like the Colts here.
I'm gonna go with the Colts as well. I'll take the safe pick. It does feel it is a divisional game, so anything really goes, especially when it's like 2 teams that are like kind of close to evenly matched in a way, because they're both not really talented in certain areas. And then the Titans defense is pretty solid in certain instances. So, but I'm gonna still go with the Colts because of Anthony Richardson and with Jonathan Taylor coming back. I just think that those 2 elements are going to propel them, and they're at home as well. So that can definitely help. So I think those 3 elements are going to be the reason why they beat the Titans on Sunday. And yeah, let's transition to the Saints and the Patriots. Oh my God. Another just a weird one. So this game, I am going to go with the Saints. Well, then again, the Patriots are at home, but I'm going to go with the Saints. Although Derek Carr is a weird quarterback, like, because he'll have one of those games on the road, especially in New England, where he just stinks it up. But without what's his name? Gonzalez, since he's out for the season, I don't
Matt Judon on the shirt too.
Matt Judon as well. So those 2 guys right there, without those 2 guys, and those are 2 of the best players on their defense, I think Derek Carr will make enough plays to propel them to victory. And Alvin Kamara is back. So they have those 2 things in their favor. Defense is really good. Give me the Saints this game.
And Mac Jones is just horrible.
Absolutely horrible.
So, yeah.
Who you have?
Oh, I got the Saints.
Saints
the freaking Patriots are favored by 1 point at home. No, that's terrible. Give me the Saints.
Ravens versus Steelers. A division rivalry. You know, this rivalry goes back 20 years pretty much, with the Ray Lewis, with the Troy Polamalu, with the Ryan Clark. You know, we don't need to. You guys already know. Oh man. I'm gonna go with the Ravens on this one. Although the Steelers have played the Ravens pretty well in the past few years, I just think the offense is just so bad for the Steelers. Like, Kenny Pickett is awful. Matt Canada, he needs to go. This is another thing. You know, we talked about the Commanders and how like coaches need to go. Matt Canada needs to go for the Steelers because he don't know what he's doing. Like, just the play designs all this other stuff. Like I remember Dan Orlovsky broke it down and how he just hates everything about the offense for the Steelers. Kenny Pickett, he doesn't look like that guy for the Steelers at QB. They might need to draft another quarterback. Just it's overall bad. Najee Harris, he's not that good. Give me the Ravens in this game. They've been playing pretty solidly. Defense, is it the greatest? No, but I think they make enough plays. And I think Marlon Humphreys, there is a possibility. I don't know if he'll come back this game, but I've heard he's starting to ramp it up and get back to getting on the field. So is it possible he could play? Maybe. But even if he doesn't play, I still have the Ravens this game.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with the Ravens. Lamar typically doesn't perform very well against the Steelers defense, but I think that'll change this year because the secondary is just not good for the Steelers outside of Minka. You got Pat Pete, like, and then T.J. Watt is tricking the NFL masses yet again with them sack numbers. And when you look at the pass rush win rate and versus double team rate, he's about middle of the pack. So whatever, this isn't the TJ Watt. We'll get to that when defensive play to get discussions ramp up. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Ravens here. 4.5 points.
I don't know.
I don't think they cover that.
Yeah, I don't know. Them Ravens versus Steelers game. This
game
come down to like a field goal.
Yeah, I don't think they cover the 4.5 points, but they'll win the game. It's going to be a close one. Might not be as high scoring as people think. I think it'll probably be around like the 21 to 17 range or something like that. 2017, something.
I'm thinking 23-20. That's what I'm thinking.
That could also, yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking 23-20. All right, so let's go to this is an interesting one. Texans versus Falcons. CJ Stroud.
I told y'all, man. I've been trying to preach to the masses. I got on the pod and said that test result means nothing. The boy can play football. And lo and behold, he's QB1 from the class so far.
He's been hooping. Well, who you have winning this game, Falcons or Texans?
I'm going to go with the Texans, and I'm going to tell you why. The Texans are on a roll now. The offense is starting to click. Nico Collins is looking like a dude. And on the defensive end, I'll tell you what. I might have been wrong about Will Anderson. You may look at his stat sheet like, oh, he's not getting sacks, but he is leading the league. Well, he's one of the top dudes in the league as far as pressures go. And he's winning his matchup and he's getting double teamed at a pretty solid rate. Like, this guy's really freaking good. So yeah, man, I think he'll fluster Desmond Ritter. Ritter will probably be running for his life all game. Hey. So I'm gonna go with the Texans, man. I'm gonna ride the hot hand.
You know, maybe D'Amico Ryans knows a thing or two about defensive players.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with the Texans as well. They've been hot so far. The offense has been really hot. The defense is very optimistic. I just love everything about this Texans offense. Like Nico Collins, hey, my guy from fantasy.
That was such a lucky pick. Like, come on, bro.
I drafted him like the 12th round, and I did not expect this. That was one of those things where I was just listening. I did no research at all. I was just listening to the fantasy guys. They're like, oh yeah, Nico Collins is going to be the number one guy for CJ Stroud. I was like, okay, I'll draft him in the 12th round or something like that. And this dude is top 7 in his position right now. I think he's top 5 in receiving yards. That's insane. He has been hooping. He has been balling. This dude, I did not know this. He is 6'4". He is tall. Like, oh my God. Like, he has the physical traits to be one of the best receivers in the NFL. And so far, he has played like one. And what was that? Oh, yeah. On the other side of things, the Falcons. I want to talk about Kyle Pitts real quick because
free Kyle Pitts to the Dallas Cowboys.
No. Wait. No, this is not a Kyle Pitts, oh, we feel sorry for you segment. Kyle Pitts is not good.
Okay, all right. We're going to lose all credibility We need to edit
Right
this out of the
now,
footage.
I think he's dealing with the injury. I could be wrong, but I think he's dealing with an injury. And man, he looks bad. He can't run routes. He's slow. It's bad. Like you're wondering, damn, why is Desmond Ridder not throwing the Kyle Pitts? Because he's not getting open. It is bad. If you watch the all 22, matter of fact, you can just go on Twitter and they have all of the footage, all 22 of Kyle Pitts running routes.
Now I got to see this.
Man, yeah, you got it,
because
bro.
I don't believe it.
Bro, I'm telling you, I watched the film. I was like, man, they showing like different. You know how it is with Twitter. They'll show like different. They'll show like maybe 5 clips just to fill a narrative, whatever. And so I was like, all right, let me go to the all 22 and watch the entire film. And man, they were not lying. He looks bad. He looks awful. The Twitter, you go on Twitter, and when all of the people are talking about Kyle Pitts, they're like, man, he can't run like that no more. He can't run like what he was in Florida. And they were not lying. I thought they were all capping. But when you look at that film, the film does not lie. Kyle Pitts cannot run.
I'm seeing this 30-second compilation, and it's not looking good. I'd say that much.
I told you. There's a reason why they signed Jonnu Smith, and he has more targets than Kyle Pitts, because Kyle Pitts can't run no routes anymore. He can't run. He's not getting no separation. And Desmond Ridder is still the worst QB in the league, but my God, Kyle Pitts is not good. And when you're drafting a tight end that can't play pretty much majority of the snaps because he can't run block, that is a problem. Or pass block, that is a problem. So the Falcons, oh my God, they screwed up on this one. They really did. Drake London,
they're saying his MCL isn't fully healed, and that's why he's not able to do the things he did coming out the draft.
Exactly. That's what I was speaking to, because I said I know he's dealing with injury. Then why play him? Why play him if he's dealing with the injury? Like you signed Jonnu Smith for a reason. So why would you play Kyle Pitts if you know that he's still coming back from injury? He looks awful. He shouldn't be playing out there. He looks like a shell of himself. He looks terrible. Like, you know that tight end that the Steelers drafted was his
name? Ruth?
No,
Darnell Washington.
Bro, he's running routes like him. Like, it's that bad. I'm like, dude, you look really stiff right now. He has no explosiveness at all. But yeah, give me the Texans. I just think they're playing out of their mind right now. They're hot. They're a young team, but I think the Falcons, they're just one of those teams where I'm not really too worried about. So give me the Texans. Let's go down the list. Let's go Panthers and Lions. This is an easy one. Give me the Lions.
Aiden Hutchinson will be in that backfield all night. All game, because the Panthers can't block me out there. So I feel sorry for Bryce Young, man. He's legitimately a good QB. If you turn on the tape, you can see the good QB things he does, but he just can't block, and the receivers aren't getting open. You have Adam Thielen as a wide receiver 1 in 2023. Like, I know he's been doing pretty solid in fantasy, but this is real life football. You need dudes out there.
Yeah, you do.
So in the rushing attack, Chuba Hubbard is not good. He's just not. They need to give Bryce Young some serious help. And congratulations, Carolina. You gave up your pick, so you don't even have your pick next year, and you're 0-4.
And see, there's been this narrative going around on Twitter talking about, oh my God, I can't believe the Panthers picked Bryce Young over CJ Stroud and Anthony Richardson after 4 games. After 4 games. And then let me tell you something. The Panthers arguably have the worst O-line in the league. So a 9.5, I give him 9.5 guy under the worst O-line in the league. What do you expect him to do? Come on, man. Like that's an absurd take to say that, oh my God, Bryce Young is a bust after 4 games with the worst O-line in the league. He's not being set up to succeed. Even Cam Newton came out and said, yo, the Panthers are not setting up Bryce Young for success. That team is not set up for success. Sure, they have their head coach Frank Wright. He came from the Eagles tree. He helped improve Andrew Luck's career. Yes, but at the same time, who you have on the field, you can only be as successful as the guys you put on the field, and they don't have those guys. So all these people doubting Bryce Young need to quit it. They don't have the first round pick next year, so they're gonna have to spend a lot in free agency because
you know what you got to do.
What you got to do?
They may not like it. You got to get something for Brian Burns.
They should have did that last year, but no. Oh no. Oh, we don't want those 3 first-round picks. We're gonna keep Brian Burns. Like what?
Yeah, let's trade DJ Moore instead of Brian Burns. You freaking idiots.
That is malpractice. Malpractice. But anywho, yeah, give me the Lions. Okay, so let's go to the next game. Giants versus Dolphins. This is an easy one. I'm going with the Dolphins. The Giants, just like with the Commanders, they are in a bad situation. I honestly don't know who's worse, the Giants or the Commanders, because they're both awful teams. Who you think's worse, the Giants or Commanders?
Giants.
You think the Giants worse? So
yes.
so if the Giants and Commanders played, who you have winning?
The Commanders.
Daniel Jones owns the Commanders, right?
Those wins low-key were Mickey Mouse status, but
Mickey Mouse. I don't know, man. Both teams are just bad right now. And the Giants, they're missing some guys on the old line.
They're missing John Michael Schmitz and I believe Andrew Thomas is still out. So
mm-hmm. So it's just bad, and that week 1 win by the Cowboys is looking very muddy now. It's not looking the same. It's not looking as impressive as we first thought. It's a Mickey Mouse win. It might be a Mickey Mouse
whatever. Win. A 40-0 shutout is a Mickey Mouse win.
You know,
what has happened to the game that I love?
Like, you blow out the Patriots, they suck. You blow out the Giants, they suck. I mean, if you do it to a good team, all right, but like, damn.
You left out a team.
Who?
The Jets. Did you not see how Pat Mahomes was looking?
Come on.
Did my QB look like that against the Jets?
Come on, y'all were at home. Like, let's stop.
Oh, what? Okay.
First of all, Zach Wilson, he had no confidence. Aaron Rodgers, they don't have Aaron Rodgers.
What does that have to do with the defense?
What wasn't that like? That was week 2, right? Yeah, so the team, the vibes was
whatever. All right.
I mean, they lost Aaron Rodgers the week before. The vibes wasn't right. They
literally just beat the Bills.
Come on now, Josh Allen was wetting the bed. And it wasn't even.
And what was Pat Mahomes doing week 4?
Okay, he was wetting the bed. But see, the thing is, they got used to Zach Wilson as the quarterback. The vibes was a lot better. Aaron Rodgers was at the game. Taylor Swift was at the game. It was a lot of things. My boy Kendall Roy was at the game. Like, there was a lot of things going on that just inspired them to play a lot better football. And Pat Mahomes was probably, he was probably distracted. You're being in New York. Taylor Swift is there. I mean, there's a lot of
nasty work.
There's a lot of different circumstances to why Patrick Mahomes played bad that game. I mean, come on now. Like some of them, it was a lot of times, like some of the times where he was missing throws and stuff, like that wasn't even on the defense. That was just on Patrick Mahomes. Like there was something going on before the game that had him distracted.
Okay, man. You're just making up stuff at this point.
Yeah, well, all right. You can feel however you want to feel, but I'm just saying.
Pat Mahomes, a 2-time Super Bowl MVP.
Anywho, we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about the Giants and the Dolphins. And again, I have the Dolphins winning. You have the Dolphins winning.
With the fate on the universe, the Martians have the death being pointed at Earth. You better hit it. I'm going on the Dolphins. No way I'm a root for I can say that the Giants will win this game in good faith. No way. I'm expecting Tyreek Hill to get 250 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Mm.
Please, my fantasy needs it.
They finna stand on business, huh?
Yeah.
They finna
I'm the type of
stand.
stand on business. One man army gets 50.
Yeah. They finna stand on business today. Acknowledge my tribal chief. Sure. We the ones. All right, so let's go to the next game. Bengals and Cardinals. Ugh. That's one of them games you skip through on red zone. All right, so let's go. Man. Give me the Cardinals. Give me the Cardinals.
Dang it. Now it's not going to be as dramatic when I say I was going to pick the Cardinals.
Give me the Cardinals. I just think the Cardinals are playing better. I mean, they look pretty solid. They look pretty well against the 49ers. The Bengals, Joe Burrow, he's hurting his team more than helping his team. He can't move. He can't scramble. The calf is really bothering him. Jamar Chase talking about, oh, I'm always open and stuff like that. T. Higgins, he's dealing with a rib injury. I just don't like the Bengals right now. I think they're just plummeting down. It's just looking really bad. So give me the Cardinals.
Yeah, I'm going to go Cardinals too, pretty much for the same reasons you said. And Josh Dobbs has been playing some pretty solid football,
Mm-hmm.
surprisingly. So, Jonathan Gannon is he's beating the fraud allegations that people were placing on him before the beginning of the year. These dudes come out ready to play every week. So, I got to give it to them. And the Bengals, they're just not a good football team as it is right now, especially on offense. Joe Mixon isn't getting it done. Joe Burrow can barely throw the football. He has the lowest, I believe, the lowest depth of target per throw in the entire league. Like he can't even stretch the field, which is Jamar Chase's game pretty much. You can't utilize your number one guy because you can't throw the ball far down the field.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, that offense is just abysmal as it stands. And I think the Cardinals can really, and the Cardinals play some good teams now. They play the Cowboys, they play the 49ers, they've been battle tested. So, I'm gonna go with the Cardinals.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if the Bengals put Jamar Chase in the slot, but if they don't, why not put Jamar Chase in the slot more? I mean, try to give him something. Try to mix it up a little bit because just the fact that Jamar Chase is not able to get any type of production is just baffling to me because of how talented he is. Because I have Jamar Chase as a top 5 receiver. There was a lot of people that thought Jamar Chase would be the offensive player of the year this year. And
I don't know why they thought that, but
because it's Jamar Chase, man. Like, stop. I get it. Trayvon Diggs locked him up, but come on now. Like, Jamar Chase
he's
is that
still
dude.
good. But what evidence did they see that told him he was going to have a better season than Tyreek or Justin Jefferson? Like, what did they think? Why did they think that?
The quarterback, Joe Burrow.
Okay.
They thought, okay, Joe Burrow, another year. Them two they're gonna be hooping. But again, they starting out slow. All right, so let's see here.
The Eagles and Rams.
Give me the Eagles.
I'm going in the opposite direction. I like the Rams in this matchup because the Rams offense is legit. The Eagles defense, secondary, is not so legit. And I believe the Eagles, one of their interior linemen is out this game. So I'm expecting Aaron Donald to make something happen. And the Rams, they're a team better than we all thought they were going to be. Sean McVay's a great coach. Cooper Kupp is coming back. They say he might not be. They said they don't plan on giving him snap restrictions. And Darius Slay has been cooked food this whole year. I like the Rams here. I like the Rams with the upset. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think the Eagles are as great as everybody. I think the gap between the 49ers and Cowboys is smaller than the 49ers and Eagles. I'll say that much.
Here you go again with the upset pick regarding the team playing the Eagles. First, it was the Buccaneers. You were wrong. Now you're doing the Rams. You're going to be wrong again because I picked the Philadelphia Eagles this game. I get it. The Eagles secondary is not the best. I get it. They haven't looked that good so far, although they are 4-0. But give me Philly. They still have a really good running game. Jalen Hurts is still good. Has he played to his MVP caliber self? No, but I still think the Rams just don't have enough dudes. Puka, he's been hooping. You have Cooper Kupp coming back. That's going to be really good. So I'm expecting Puka to play that sort of Robert Woods type of role, maybe. And then you have Tutu Atwell, Van Jefferson. So they have a quality depth of wide receivers at their disposal. But that Eagles defensive line, though, at the end of the day, can you dominate the trenches? And I think the Eagles' trenches are better than the Rams' trenches. And I think because of that, Philly is going to win because they're going to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's fair.
It is going to be
I
in
just
Los
like
Angeles.
the Rams.
Okay, you can go with the Rams. All right, go right ahead. But I got the Eagles in this game, and you're going to be wrong again on your pick. All right.
I'm not trying to go 100% here, but
all right. Well, I'm gonna go. Let's go to the next game. Let's go to the Jets versus Broncos. It's going to be in Denver, but give me the Jets this game.
Man, is it time to pull the diamond tester out on Sean Payton? Because this tenure is not off to a good start at all. 1-3. And he did all this talking in the preseason, especially about Nathaniel Hackett. This is kind of a revenge game sort of thing. So honestly, I might go with the Jets here too. Zach Wilson looked much better last week against the Chiefs, who have a pretty stout defense. And they letting Breece Hall off the leash. We were going to see less Dalvin Cook carries, thank God, because that boy is not good. The defense, Russell Wilson has played significantly better than he did last year. But this Jets defense, I expect them to not allow Russ to get his game off as much. So I'm going to say Jets in a close one.
Yeah, this is going to be a Breece Hall game. It better be a Breece Hall game because I'm starting him this week. You hear that, Nathaniel Hackett? Stop. I'm hearing, we're not going to have him on snap count anymore. He better get at least 20 touches this week because Dalvin Cook is cooked food. Like, he's not good anymore. Put the ED after his last name because that's what he is right now because he's averaging 2.5 yards per carry. That is an atrocious stat. That is an atrocious average. So Breece Hall, whenever he gets the ball, he's been really good. So give him 20 carries. Get him touches as a receiver. Come on, man. Like, not only can he run the ball, but he can catch the ball as well.
Yeah.
So let's utilize all his best traits. Like, I just don't understand why they don't do that no more. Because Zach Wilson, he's not good. So why not utilize the running back's catching ability to make it easier for Zach so he doesn't have to continuously throw down the field all the time. He could actually just throw it to the running back for like an easy 5 to 8 yards because Breece Hall can break tackles. This is a game that Breece Hall should dominate, and I expect it to happen. I expect him to have close to 100 yards. I expect him to have a touchdown. I expect him to have some receiving yards, some receptions, and they will win this game. Will they win going away? No, because they're the Jets with Zach Wilson. But I expect them to win on the road, and that's how I look at it. And the Jets will be 2-3. They'll be optimistic. They'll be ready, and they'll be like, okay, maybe we can win some games with Zach. And that's how things are going to go. And Sean Payton is going to look even worse after this game. Let's go to the Chiefs versus Vikings. Give me the Chiefs.
Yeah, the Vikings they might be on Caleb watch at this point because I'm looking at their future schedule. I don't see a win in sight. I'm gonna be honest with you because they got some tough teams coming up, and the defense is just good. God, they're terrible. The defense is god awful, man. They're allowing so many points per game. It's not even freaking funny. Like last week, the Vikings played the Panthers. You know, it was a 21-13 win, but like Adam Thielen, he had freaking 76 yards. Adam Thielen.
Hmm.
Like the Vikings, they need Jesus or something. Because good grief, that team is just not good as it stands.
Hmm. I like Jordan
So
Addison.
yeah, I like Jordan, but got to get him the ball, man.
Yeah, and the thing is, this is another example of, we talked about Eric Bieniemy going to Commanders, and like that was just a bad situation to go to. The same could be applied for Brian Flores going to the Vikings with that defense. Them losing players, they lost a lot of defensive players like Eric Kendricks, Patrick Peterson, and somebody else as well. It is just bad.
Zadarius.
Yes, and Darius Smith went to the Browns. It's just a bad situation. Him deciding, hey, I'll be the defensive coordinator of that team is, yeah, you ruined yourself on that one. And I expect them to lose again, go 1-4. The Chiefs are going to bounce back on this game. And Patrick Mahomes, he's going to have a signature Patrick Mahomes performance. I expect like at least 3 touchdowns. I think they're on the road, but who cares? I mean, it's the Vikings. They'll hoop no matter who it is. And yeah, man, give me the Chiefs on this one. Let's go to the next game on the docket, and it is the game of the night. Cowboys versus 49ers. I'll let you have the floor.
I'm gonna be brutally honest. I am not as scared as I was the last time we played them. I know the 49ers, they can be had, especially in the passing game. Their corners, while they're all right, they're not really dudes. And if you watch the Rams game, they were able to get the passing attack going. Hollywood Brown had a good game against the 49ers when the Cardinals played them. So listen, this isn't the 85 Bears on the other side of the field on 49ers. They're good, but I don't think their defense is as good as it was last year. So I'm gonna go. This probably against my better judgment. I'm going with my boys, man. I gotta go with my boys. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be the first time since we played the 49ers in 2021 that we'll have all 5 starting linemen playing in a game. It's been 2 years since we see the full 5 starting lineup play in a single game. And Mike McCarthy, I believe we got to clean up. If we clean in the red zone, we don't make any turnovers, and we continue to move the ball effectively and pass block, we should win. And if the defense just listen, number one thing on the docket, you have to stop Christian McCaffrey. We did a good job of that last year. I don't even know if he had 50 yards last year when we played him in the playoff. So if we stop CMC, I like our chances. I really do. I really do. I think it's going to be a close one. We win. I don't think the score goes above 20 points. I don't think any team goes above 20 points.
Mm-hmm. You make
I'm going to go my Cowboys,
you
though.
make some interesting points, but at the end of the day, it's going to come down to one person and one person only. Your boy number 4, that jersey you're wearing right now. It's going to come down to number 4, and can he make enough plays to propel your team to victory? And I think not. I think he's going to get exposed yet again. This Mike McCarthy offense is going to get exposed yet again, and Brock Purdy is going to outplay Dak Prescott. It's going to happen, and you're going to be heartbroken yet again. The 49ers it's going to be in San Francisco, I believe it is. So that's another thing.
Yep.
Man, it's going to be on the road. Like, that crowd is going to be going crazy. Dak is going to be nervous. It's just going to be a lot of bad stuff going on. CD better hoop, though. CD better hoop. Like, damn all that Dak Prescott going to be nervous nonsense. At least CD, he better get his because in the playoffs, he at least got his. I expect CD to get 100 yards and 1 touchdown at least. Come on now, CD. I'm tired of it. You're on fraud watch right now because I'm tired of all this. Oh, the minute Gonzalez goes out, oh, you want to get a touchdown now. Like, I see what you're doing, CD. I see what's going on. These corners are clamping your ass up, and you not doing
stop.
nothing about it.
Stop. Please turn on the film. Oh, my goodness.
Like, come on,
Please
man.
turn on the film.
Come on, man. Because Gonzalez, the minute he goes out, you want to score. But when Gonzalez was in the game, I couldn't find you. Where was you at, CD?
Didn't Gonzalez only play like 2 drives and then got hurt?
No, I mean, he played. I think he played like a quarter or something. I know he was in the game for a good minute. But all I'm saying is that I did not see CD at all that game until Gonzalez left. This is a rookie. A rookie was clamping you up. Come on, man, CD. Do you have any pride? Do you have any confidence? Like what? Like, come on, man. You a man, bro. You a man. You playing in a man's league. They treating you like a boy out there. They treating like you still in Oklahoma. Come on, man. You're supposed to be one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. You're supposed to be on the same level as A.J. Brown. You're not even close to A.J. Brown. You're not even close to him. Are you as good as Devontae Smith?
Okay.
Like, come on, man.
Okay. All right. You're gone too far. You're gone too far.
Man. Come on, bro. Like, you only played well against, what was it? Was it week 2? Was it week 2 he played well? I forgot which. Yeah. It was week 2 against the Jets, right? And the Jets, like I said, the Jets, they were in disbelief because of Aaron Rodgers and everything.
Oh, my goodness.
They sold that game. But come on, bro. Like, CD, I need you to do something. What the top corner is Charvarius, what was it? Charvarius, whatever. Ward. Charvarius Ward. Like, come on, man. Come on. He all right. But you're supposed to be top 10. You're supposed to be nearing elite status. You're not even close to elite right now. I need to see that. I need to see that dude that was one of the best receivers last year. You're supposed to be on that elite trajectory. You're not even close to that. People out here talking about comparing you to Devontae Smith, to Terry McLaurin. What? What? Come on, man.
He's only doing this because he has him on fantasy, by the way. Do not let him fool you.
Come on, bro.
He only cares because he's on his fantasy team.
If Dak is gonna be buns, at least you produce. Come on now. Like, if Dak is going to not show up, at least you show up. At least you get your, like with Stephon Diggs against the Jets week 1. Do that. Get over 100, get a touchdown, and your quarterback thinks up the joint. At least do that. All right? Because right now, it's getting ridiculous. I have the 49ers winning this game. That defense is going to show up and show out. Tony Pollard, God bless you, but it's going to be a long night for you, my brother. Dak Prescott, God bless you, but it's going to be a long night for you, my brother. O-line, it's going to be healthy, but again, that 49ers, them trenches, now they added Randy Gregory?
Oh brother.
God. Oh, my God. Dude,
bro is not good.
That defensive line, he doesn't have to be that great because they already have a bunch of great guys. He just has to make a few plays. Man,
I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
I am not, if everybody's healthy, I am not worried about Nick Bosa as much. At least in the passing game. Run game, you still got to worry about Nick Bosa because he's a great run defender. But as far as passing goes, I like Tyron Smith and Terrence Steele against Nick Bosa.
Okay, all right. You know this is going to go up.
I don't care.
It's going to be on the internet. All right.
I trust Tyler Smith against Hargrave and freaking Eric Armstead. I don't expect them to get their game off on the interior. It's the edges that's really going to matter.
So you believe in Dak Prescott?
Yeah.
You believe Dak Prescott's going to make enough plays to win your team the game?
Yeah. Also, the 49ers, I think they're missing an interior lineman this game. So we need that interior pressure. I need Osa to show up. Or maybe move Michael around, have him try to rush from the inside too.
So you think Michael Parsons is going to outplay Nick Bosa?
Yes.
I love it. I love it. You think CD going to outplay Brandon Ayuk?
He should. Got to give him the ball.
Will he though? Will he outplay
I'm
Brandon
not.
Ayuk?
I'm not. I don't know. I don't know what the game plan. I'm not in the practices. I'm not in the film rooms. I don't know what they got going on. I need Trey Lance to give all intel on the offense, though.
Tony Pollard or CMC this game?
Based off of last time we played, I got to go Tony Pollard.
Oh yeah, I remember there was a take that you had. You were talking about Tony Pollard. You were talking about Christian McCaffrey. I think you may have said that Tony Pollard might be better than Christian McCaffrey, or was on his
I
way.
don't ever recall saying that.
I could have sworn.
I don't ever recall saying
Matter of fact, I don't think that was you. That was Skip Bayless. My fault. That was Skip.
Oh my goodness!
I keep forgetting.
Stop watching them 3 and 4 letter networks.
I keep forgetting because you and Skip Bayless are very similar in your takes and very similar when it comes to the Cowboys. So it's so easy to just confuse both of you guys because it's very similar. It's very similar. But anywho. Okay, man. I got the 49ers. You have the Cowboys this game. All right. Let's go to the next one. The last game on the docket. My team. The Green Bay Packers versus the Raiders. Now, I'm going Green Bay. It's pretty easy. The Raiders stink. Jimmy Garoppolo's going to be starting, and they don't really have anybody besides Devontae Adams. I'm really scared about Josh Jacobs. He's okay. I mean, he's still getting back to the groove of things. The defense is awful. So give me the Green Bay Packers this game. I think they're going to be motivated after what happened against Detroit. Jordan Love, his performance against Detroit was not that good. He was holding the ball too long. He was overthrowing on some passes. It was just a bad performance for Jordan Love. But I expect them to slice and dice that Raiders defense. I expect him to look great against that Raiders defense. What do you think?
I'm going Packers. The Raiders just aren't good, flat out. The defense outside of Max Crosby, it's literally Max Crosby and a bunch of regular Joe Schmoes out there. It's bad. And on the offensive end, can't really get much going in the running game. So Josh Jacobs he wanted all that money, and this is what he out here doing. You kidding me? Like the dude has not been producing pretty much at all. And yeah, I just trust the Packers to make more plays. That's it.
All right, that is the end of week 5 predictions. Hopefully I'm right on all of them. Go. Well, how many games we got? We got how many games is it? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
12,
11, 12, 13. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 13 games. If I could go 13 for 13, that's great. But I highly doubt it, though.